What is up, guys? Orbital-Pilot back here once again in the world of Warthunder. This time, doing something different, something we've never done before. A couple days ago, actually, it was last week. I'm sorry about this, guys, for the lack of videos. I had no internet for the past couple days, and not enough time to really work on a video, so I'm having to do it now. But last week, I got to go against an awesome subscriber of mine. He's been with us since, like, I don't know, I think he was below 20. So thank you so much for that, dude. But we got to go in a duel. Now, he is an extremely good pilot. I'm trying to get better in the F2 Sabre. Right now, I kind of suck. As you can see there, should have been watching the ground. So originally, I was going to pick and choose the parts to go in this video, but I kind of feel like that's tampering with what actually happened. We went up against each other in both the F2 Sabre and the F4 Focke-Wulf 190. The Sabre was decent. I think I held my own. Not really even. He was still better than me. But against the Focke-Wulf 190, I got absolutely schooled. That video will be up probably tomorrow or Wednesday, so look forward to that. But this is just the raw footage. Now, I'm only going to narrate about 6 or 7 minutes to actually show what I was trying to do. And then I'm going to play some music, and if you guys want, you can watch the rest of the clips. They are extremely good, so, you know. Okay, so let's actually get into the gameplay. Now, I had never done duels before. This was my first time doing duels. And, you know, it's exciting. It's a little scary because you just go head-on with each other, and there's, like, no climbing. It's not like a normal match, so it's really dependent on player skill. And one thing I noticed that it's really dependent on is your ability to scissor. It is a must-needed thing for duels. And so right here, I used air brakes at the top of the climb to cut into him to turn a little bit more sharp. And as we can see, I am now slotted fairly well onto his tail. Right there, I get a very clean shot. So I've died once, I've got 1 kill, and we're going to see what else we can do. Now, what we were doing here is, after one of us got killed, we would simply bail out and go and jump into a new F2 Sabre. Yeah, it was really fun, and I think it actually helped me to become a little bit better in the F2 Sabre. It's actually one of the few planes where I have a really decent kill-death ratio. I think I have about 20 more kills than I do deaths, which is fairly good for me. And real quick, funny story. This is actually the second duel that happened. The first one, in case he doesn't know either, I was not fighting him because I had no guns. I thought it was my mouse that was broken, but Warthunder was recognizing my clicks. I just simply had 0 guns. So we had to restart and go onto this map. Now right here, this is the second tactic, the one that we've been using actually both times. We both go head-on with each other. Yeah, sadly enough, I think he was going to go down. I'm not sure, though, but that counts for him. So props to you, man. This was actually a fairly interesting thing that we were trying to do. We were not allowed to shoot each other during the first head-on pass. But for a while here, we were simply turning straight vertical. And so the tactic that I was trying to use was, as soon as we passed each other, pop air brakes, and not pop flaps, but pop complete air brakes, stand on the elevators, and try to sharpen your turn a little bit more in the vertical. Now, you had to time it just right, because if you did it too much, you would lose too much speed for the vertical, and instead of gaining maneuverability, lose it. So it was a really delicate balance. As we can see here, yeah, this is why you don't play on different keyboards. I hit A and D instead of S, so that kind of screwed me forever. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do to get back on his tail. He's too good of a pilot. And the problem with versing each other in two of the same planes is he's going to be able to mimic every single possibility. Now, for instance, if he was in a MiG-15, the Sabre has a superior roll rate. That's one of the bad things about the MiG-15s. One of the things that actually makes it almost unplayable for me is that the roll rate is so bad, you just can't do anything. But as we can see here, he's just another Sabre too. I'm not going to be able to outrun him, so instead I do a very, very sharp turn. Not as sharp as I would like it to be, but sharp enough. Now right here I pop 0% throttle and I go into full air brakes. I'm trying to lose as much speed as possible. Now right here I should have gone horizontal instead of vertical, but he does shoot out pretty much all control surfaces on my plane. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything. It's still going to fly, yes, but it depends on your definition of fly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bail out, give him the kill. I think we ended this match, I don't know, I think we were actually even with the kills. He might have beat me by one, I don't know. Like I said, this was about a week ago, so the details are a little bit scrambled. Now, here was the problem, is because you actually go head-on first, if you throw a wrench in there, if you do a little twist, it can either help you, or it can be the absolute death of you. So you have to be really, really careful on how much you surprise your enemy. Now right here I can see he wasn't spawning in, and I don't want to be going too fast on that initial pass, which is odd because I'm in a Sabre. You would think I'd be wanting to go as fast as possible, but no, I drop throttle, pop air brakes, and go for the same exact thing. Now luckily enough, he does this same thing too. And here's what's interesting is right here, I feel like I should have been able to get that shot on. This was just like I was saying, you don't want to dump too much of that initial speed. If I had kept straight and not wasted my energy and had that extra 40, 50 miles an hour, there is a definite chance that he would have been dead right here. But instead, I wasted far too much speed, and yeah, he knocks the tail off my plane. So, very good job to you. And that just goes to show you, you have to have an exact... You don't want to dump too much speed in these initial engagements. Because like I said, if I had just had a little bit more speed, I wouldn't have stalled. Probably would have been able to get shots on him. So in this match, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go straight in and use air brakes a little bit more instead of just throttle down. Because that was probably a second issue. My engine probably wasn't fully spooled when I went back up to 100% throttle. So yeah, learn from your mistakes, guys. And that was one of the things that I really loved about these engagements, was that it really, really forced you into trying new things, trying to do different things. It really forced you to evolve quite quickly. So, like I said before, he threw a wrench in my plans. Now I don't know what to do. Yeah, he didn't go vertical, which is totally what I was expecting. Now right here, I thought he was going to start scissoring. He either didn't do it sharp enough, or he just wasn't planning on it. But yeah, now I'm slotted onto his tail. I'm popping air brakes because I don't want to actually outrun him. But luckily enough, I do score a pretty good critical hit on... Actually, I don't know what that was. It didn't say. But yeah, that was kind of one of those things where throwing a wrench in the pattern can either be extremely helpful or bad, because it worked out for me there, but you guys will see later on in the video when I try to do it, it doesn't work so well. So you have to have just the right combination of surprises to not surprise. You don't want to throw anything majorly big is what I noticed, but you do want to do some small different things. I found that that helps quite a bit. So this is where I'm going to end the narration, guys. I'm going to let the rest of the video play. I'll probably add a little bit of music. If you guys want to watch the rest, I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, by the way. I'm just going to call you Danny because I don't want to mess up the second part of your name. But, yeah, thank you so much for actually going out with me and doing this. It was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping we can do it with some other subscribers. And Danny, if you're watching this, I wouldn't mind doing it in something like the MiG or maybe some Russian planes, because those are really what I'm trying to get better at. And yeah, the Focke-Wulf 190 video will be up quite shortly. Probably the same thing. I'm just going to do the same exact thing. I think it's a little bit shorter, not a full 20 minutes long. But yeah, that will be up probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.